Hello, hello, and welcome to 2022. And we're going to do a review of my year that was, and what a year it was. Basically, third year into my gaming channel career, and a lot happened this year. The focus changed from being 50-50 PUBG and COD Mobile to be, there's a fly flying around in here. Fight me, bro. More COD Mobile focused. This was the first video of the year, released on New Year's Day.
There's a guy coming in towards you, my direction.
Yeah.
He's fired that thingamajiggy.
Thingamajiggy, yep.
There's two actually. There's one, I'm hovering over him now.
I know my game and my technical terms. Oh, let's give that a like. Battle Royale with my friend Fox. Fox is in Texas. Shout out to Fox. He's been massively instrumental in the year that I had, and by this stage, this time last year, he was my main gaming duos partner. We ranked together. We also just chilled together and had fun in pub matches. There's a PUBG one with Puff. Shout out to Puff. Was still in the House of Wolves clan for COD Mobile. It's actually a PUBG clan, but we did have a presence on COD Mobile. Then the clan leader just stopped playing, really. But that's where we would hang out. Fortnite here. This was my son was, second year of COVID. And my son was into Fortnite, sort of. Oh, give that a light.
It's been a while since I played this.
Is this PC or mobile?
And it drops a
Quick question.
RPG and
What do I press to jump? Oh, I got it.
space.
Classic dad gaming question. This was back on PC, actually. I was playing Fortnite on mobile, which I was enjoying until Fortnite screwed up with Apple and got kicked out of the store. I'm a dad gamer, casual dad gamer, and I love playing games with playing computer games with my kids. And as they get older, it happens less because they have gaming friends. And so these days, I tend to get requests to play if they're bored. Basically, that's just the way it is. But I still treasure those moments.
Has it been fun playing it again?
Yeah. I mean, I only play with friends and stuff.
Yeah, same. I'm like that with PUBG and
Yeah, 'cause it's boring alone.
yeah, it's boring. I agree.
Wow, that's actually quite deep because that's kind of it. Gaming can be a way to make some friends, some friendships, and these multiplayers can be quite boring if you're going it solo. Otherwise I'd rather just play solo games like Far Cry and so on. And I can tell by this one here, there's this mentions Sir Fox. Fox was an administrator for Jokester at this time last year. And this cowboy outfit was a mod for Jokester as well. So this is the start of me kind of hanging out in Jokester's live streams. Prior to Jokester, I'd kind of I'd made a connection with Hawk's Nest. A connection when you can make comments or ask questions in someone's live stream and they actually respond, and you wind up having this conversation essentially. Hawk's Nest had stopped really doing COD Mobile stuff, and I guess this is where we tell the story of Fox. Fox is someone who wanted to take COD Mobile a bit more serious. He had left the House of Wolves to join some top clans, and then he'd been playing against this Jokester character who completely destroyed him, and that won his respect, and that's when he started following Jokester, getting to know him, and eventually being a moderator for him for both YouTube and Trovo. And I guess at the time, I was often on the search for a community, like the things I would do either creatively or whatever. That's kind of what I was looking for, was just a home. And he found this Jokester community, both in Jokester, his support crew, and his fans. And because Fox was a big part at that stage, I would go and hang out in the live streams to support him, but at the same time I got to know Jokester. You can't, how can you not by not hanging out and watching how someone plays and stuff. And so, yeah, then I wound up through Fox playing with some of his moderator crew as well. Oh, here's a Jokester thing. Yeah, and so what I started doing is because I was watching a lot of Jokester streams. Sometimes doing that is a great way to get content. What was this one? I just look at how bad my aim is here. Like these are all.
Is it a FAMAS?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay, so Fox buys all the legendary mythical guns. He spent a lot of money in the game. He's a gaming whale.
I'm at the hard point.
We're doing some sort of camo grind.
Yep.
And Fox used to do this stuff. He'd kill himself so that you could get to use his guns.
Oh, well, it's not gonna give it to me. Go have the operator.
Oh, true. You have to get killed. Yep, thank you.
Yeah,
Now,
just
does this steal
how bad my aim was.
Wait, there's something I gotta do first. Hang on.
Hardpoint locked down.
Enemy contact.
And here's an example of what I was talking about. Actually, Jokester would interact with me in his streams, which was cool.
Waving goodbye. That's how big my breasts are. Okay.
What?
This big.
God damn.
Alrighty, bud. See you later.
Alright.
See you.
That's Wolf there. So we were playing a game and Jokester started streaming and we jumped off to hang out in the stream.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. HissingThoughts said I'm in investigative journalism for New Zealand, biggest daily newspaper back in the day before the internet. Imagine how much harder research was back then. Bro, yeah, that is tough, man. Like, you have to do a lot of research. So, HissingThought, you were saying about this newspaper stuff. It is pretty hard, to be honest.
So, yeah, we're basically having a conversation. Was this the...
Have a good one, HissingThought. Enjoy your weekend, man.
And then just talking to him about my background. I was a journalist for many years for my country's biggest daily newspaper. It triggered something in me where it's like gaming war stories. I would interview people in the community and make that a thing. So I did that as a series for a bit. The first one was the PUBG clan leader, Wolf. Then there was a friend, Canadian Batman, who he actually made a computer game. He's been teaching himself a bunch of. He's been upskilling, and so I actually played that and interviewed him about it. And then there was an interview with Fox, bit of his background that was fascinating, and that all led towards. Well, it led towards me interviewing Jokester. We hung out in his live stream, and I just interviewed him, and then turned that into a multi-part series, which was pretty epic. But before that, you know, we did this here from a Jokester stream.
Okay, we're getting in the zone. Never mind. I jinxed myself. I should have I need someone to clip me all the time where I jinx myself.
Target down.
Like a 10-minute video. Like someone needs to make a video where it's like just 10 minutes of Jokester jinxing himself. And it's every time I say something, the complete opposite happens. I would pay to watch that. Even if it was like for $5, I'll watch that.
I accepted that challenge. Just went through
You just gotta get
his live stream footage and just clipped all the times he jinxed himself. And that was good, like
throwing because
4,000 views. That was a bit of fun. Path, EXE, a lot of you guys probably remember him. He's tied up with me, New York Subliners now as an analyst, but he used to do a lot of real value add videos for the community, gunsmiths and all that sort of stuff. And he paired up with this guy that I actually wound up moderating for this guy on Trovo. iPiano was a pro player. I'm pretty sure he retired, although I saw an Instagram post recently. But those two were in a competition together, and it was fascinating. So I was watching that and did some clips. turned into some content. But this one here is, so what, let's have a look at this one. What date was this? February 20th, this last year. And this was epic. This was the first time I ever got to play with Jokester, and it wasn't on stream. He was, I think, back then he was streaming quite late, and here's Fox, was his moderator at the time. We're just chilling late at night, and Jokester just wants to chill basically after his stream. So,
Uh-oh.
Hello. Welcome to my channel.
Oh, I don't think he has... He doesn't have a... Yeah, he usually has game chat off.
What are
I
we
think
gonna?
he just mucking around.
What are we gonna play?
That's on him. He's the YouTuber.
We can do this all day. Come on. Yes. Oh no!
there's Jokester killing me, and
That's cool. Okay.
I'm
Oh,
dead.
am I the only one alive?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get
and then we played some ranked matches, legendary ranked,
They know I'm
search and
watching.
destroy.
Yeah.
Fly away, fly. I think we did battle royale as well. Maybe not. But that was epic. You know, he's a big YouTuber, and I'm nobody, and and I'm playing games with him through my friend Fox. That was epic. Like that's a big deal in any gamer's life, is to be able to play with someone. You know, Jokester was top of the leaderboard at one stage. I had a lot of content, right? Maybe too much content. You know, for amount of, you basically spend. I got a day job, but just with all the gaming stuff together, which includes supporting people, like you put in as much time as your day job, basically. Let's be honest, the engagement's not that great, stats wise. Okay, this one's interesting because so there's a guy who supports me in my PC gaming streams, but also used to hang out when he was playing COD Mobile before he quit. And Dusk is a guy who moderates for a lot of COD Mobile YouTubers, D Hitman, Kale, and
Hello. How long have we been trying to do this?
it was moderating for a lot of people. So I found out he was a Kiwi living in Australia by just playing one night, and we wound up in the same match on the same team. And his name was so recognizable that I reached out, and that's how we became friends. And it's gone on from there, and hopefully we're going to be playing some PC games together very soon. Some co-op stuff. That's a thing I'm looking forward to this very soon this year. At some point I became a moderator for Jokester. Oh crap, this was the first time I played with Jokester while he was live streaming. So, you know, those streams are watched by tens of thousands of...
I think he's on. He's on already.
Oh, here we go. I actually found the date that I became a moderator for Jokester, February the 15th. This was... I wound up watching on Trovo just because the audience was smaller there, and so you could get seen a lot easier.
Guys are
But also the Trovo audience to hang out with were pretty cool and chill.
all out here supporting me. Thank you guys so much for coming out. I love you guys. I appreciate all of you guys. Yo, HissingThoughts, I'm gonna hook you up with a mod here on Trovo because you're pretty awesome, and I will let Motech know about it too. Shout out to HissingThoughts on the mod.
Yeah, actually, the next day I think he gave me YouTube mod as well, so I was a double moderator because I could jump between the two platforms. So by mid-February I was actually a moderator for Jokester. I became part of his family there. So then he did a lot of streams where he was playing with his moderators. And the first time doing that, it's an incredibly nervous thing because, you know, I'm not a great player. But yeah, you've been watched by a lot of people, and it was actually a really good experience. And I'm thankful for getting to do that. We did it a number of times actually. They were fun streams, absolutely. This one here, top YouTuber kidnaps me. So I was signing off saying I had to go to dinner, and he didn't hear that and clicked start and got us back into a rank game. So I couldn't exit, so got in a little bit of trouble with my wife being late to dinner. Yeah, and there's a bunch of Jokester content from his streams. I accidentally swore while I was playing on one of his live streams and gave myself a language warning. in the command. And then we did the Jokester interview. I got a playlist for that. I think it's, 1 of 6, but it was really interesting. So using my skills as a journalist to find out a bit more about this guy, David Kester, aka Jokester. And that went released over a month, I think it was. I think there's a link in these ones to the live stream as well, so you could watch the whole damn thing. Like, it was many hours long. Also, this one here, Motek, who is Jokester's head. He's his mod boss, basically, we call him. Head administrator. He set up this competition between the mods, me, Jokester, and Fox.
Now, chat, that's not your invitation to go wild while there's no mods actually watching the stream.
Oh, I'm still watching the stream, bro. I'm multitasking.
Shh.
Wait, hold on. Can we use anything?
We had a little competition between mods. I was on Jokester's team, and it was 3v3, and me and Fox could only use melee weapons. And actually, we won that, and I got $50 US dollars for taking part in that. So sweet. And it was live streamed as well.
Our screenshots for the competition. Here they come. They're pushing.
Nice. Dude, they hate me for sure.
So you can see my channel became a lot of Jokester comment, basically, as I really got involved in supporting him and being part of his community. And then, so my channel was pretty small. I think at this stage I had like 330 subs. I was averaging about 100 a year. It was slow. No one really wanted to watch my stuff. Jokester did a video where we hung out and gave me a shout out. I think it was this one here, because this was the...
Hello, and welcome to my channel.
No.
And as promised, I've hit 400 subscribers, and here's the face reveal that I promised.
Look at that headset, jeez.
Yes, I know. Sorry. Yes, I know. Quite shocking. You're so used to hearing my voice, and you think this dude's a 25-year-old, especially with the way he acts sometimes. But as you can see, I'm a dad gamer. I have 3 children, a wife, a dog, job, a house. But this gaming stuff is my elixir. It helps keep me young. Why have I got a zit?
Okay, now that was 400 subs, so I was starting to get slightly more attention. But it was around this time actually. I was actually managing to top frag in the odd game with Jokester on stream. May the 22nd. Okay, no, so it wasn't quite. So you can see it's turned into predominantly COD Mobile stuff. This was my focus last year, heavily on COD Mobile. This was interesting. This was me and an administrator for Jokester, Raxmay Kyo. We actually did an interview with him as well, but he's a piano guy, keyboard guy, and we just hung out one afternoon, and he would play music, and I would just freestyle to lyrics that other moderators.
I'm at SXC JoJo baby.
Oh yeah, I know, but I lost track half of that because I was laughing so hard.
Oh no, just making shit up. My finger's saying, chill.
I wish I never looked, I wish I never touched. I wish I could stop loving you so much. Cause I really was trying to get us together, yeah. But all the signs say I should forget. Wish you were the best I ever had. I wish the good was bad, yeah.
Yo, what the
Cause it'll never be over, never be over. Until you tell me it's over, till you tell me over. These little scars don't look like they're fading. Look like they're ever gone away. You're never gonna change these scars. Don't look like they're fading. These These battle scars don't look like they don't look like they're fading. Don't look like they're ever gonna go away. Ain't never ever gonna change. These I wish I never touched. I wish I could stop loving you.
Bro, I'm dying.
Cause I'm only one that's trying to keep us together.
Wow, actually, just seeing that Discord and just how much change went on in the mod family in the space of a year. People that were there, and you're just so hung out with a lot that just aren't there anymore. Oof, a lot of jokes to content, a lot of hanging out with Fox. This was interesting. I did a collab with, have a very special episode of Signu, who, along with Path, is probably, really well-known content creators for YouTube for the COD Mobile, HissingThoughts community with regards to gun analysis, weapon analysis, and so this video, it got okay views for me. Let's give it a like. It's very long, almost half an hour, but this was a distillation of a complex subject, which was your sensitivity settings, which are really important in aiming mechanics and movement mechanics. And I'd spent 2 years by this stage in the COD Mobile community, just gathering wisdom, and I put it all into one video and worked with Signu to get a bit better understanding. So it was the start of me and him getting to know each other a bit better too. I've been a supporter of Signu since, that dude didn't have many views at all when I first met him. I don't know if this is a false memory or whether I'm just mixing up with someone else, but I feel that I was the one that suggested he actually work with Path and crew and get involved in that, because I think he was doing videos, gunsmith videos, in the early days, and I wanted all the people doing that to work off the same research base, so that added more value to us as the content users. It's too back in the past and lost to memory now to know whether that was true at all, but I felt it was Signu. Yep, me and Jokester playing Battle Royale, something else we did when he just wanted to chill late at night, off stream.
I'm like, we're going to win this.
Yes, this time's for real. That was just a warm-up. First game on of the night.
Actually, that one was on stream. And then the odd thing when I'd go back to PUBG and have some fun. Always have fun going back to PUBG, especially if I can get the clan members on at the same time. Okay, this was it here. Played on stream, just me and Jokester. I was... Motek, the mod boss, was out of action for quite some time. And Fox had stepped out as well. There was a lot of change going on, and I don't know why. I just stepped up to help Jokester with some of the mod stuff, and so we did a duo together on stream. I think that's just his way of saying thanks. But what he did off the back of that is he actually put out a video on his main channel. I played terribly for most of that stream, but once I really warmed up, I managed to pop off, and I must have top fragged for this game, which is kind of a big deal because I'm not Jokester level competency at all. And when you're playing with Jokester, there's going to be, according to skill-based matchmaking rules, there should be a Jokester on the other side that you're up against. But he gave me a shout out, and that had an impact on my channel. He'd been trying to support for some time, giving me little shout outs here and there, but he actually did a video, which you'd find it on his channel around this time. I think this is May. And what happened next was, my between here and there, I went from 400 subs to 1,000 subs just in between here. And what they did for YouTube is it unlocked the ability to live stream.
Excuses.
Yeah. What? Destroy the objective. And so that's all I did. I wasn't. This got 500 views, I think, just for a live stream, like 488. Don't know why I started with that. We are gathered here today to celebrate. Keep looking at myself on my screen. That's a noob move. To celebrate. Where's the channel? professional. I know what I'm doing, trust me. No, I've got my headphones. Maybe I don't. Maybe. And my mic. This might be the first time I've actually tried to live stream for gaming, for the gaming channel via the YouTube. So I've done. That was correct. So that what was significant about this was I was celebrating 1,000 subs. And previously when I'd live streamed, it had to be through Twitch or Trovo or whatever. That's how I used to capture my mobile gameplay. Actually, was streaming from my device, but not directly to YouTube. So this was the first time 1,000 subs gave me unlocked that ability. And that's what I did with it. And actually, what's interesting about that is I never intended to do a bunch of live streams, but I've done 158 live streams just in the last year alone, just through that unlocking. That's a crap ton of live streams, right? For someone that doesn't really intend to do them a lot. There's a lot of PC live streams in that as well. That's kind of, I have a lot of fun doing that. I did this comedy thing about tips to just some top tips for being a big time YouTuber. And 1,000, and then we quickly jumped to 1,500, I think. I got some hate because obviously I have pub match stuff going on. It's just comedy jokes, hanging out with friends, just chill stuff. And the odd person came in expecting, because I was getting a shout out from Jokester, that I was going to be a pro level player. So their expectations were not met. but generally, yeah, it jumped up to whatever. I'm 1,900 today. I guess with the trajectory I got, I thought maybe I could have got 10,000, but it petered out pretty quick. So you got that initial jump, which I'm grateful for. Thank you, homie, for the shout out. That was all you. And it did encourage me to. Well, I didn't have a problem with consistency. I was already releasing daily videos on this, but to keep doing it, because there's a number of times, even just recently, where you start to reevaluate things and wonder if it's all worth it, or just reevaluate essentially. But yeah, I mean, this just unlocked. I got to play with some great players. Just off the back of that, there's people that knew you were playing with Jokester and wanted to hang out as well. It opened up a lot more opportunities than just the sub side of things. And I still tried doing the PUBG stuff every now and then because I've still got friends there and supporters. High ping. There was another thing that I keep forgetting about, is that my games with Jokester are all high ping games. Not the highest I've had, but when I want to put myself down, I have to remind that actually what I've done for my lack of skills and etc. and insert excuse here, I've actually done pretty good considering, really. Yeah, all of this is just trying things, trying content to see if I can just make some purchase in the minds of people. For the effort I've put in, not really, to be honest. But it's about having fun. This was interesting. So Jokester just finished his, he got paid to do a month of sniping. Shout out to Faisal, who put up the money for that. And sniping is a weak spot for me. I hate being killed by snipers, and part of that's like I just can't use them myself. So for the first week of ranked reset, whenever this was, I committed to doing a sniper challenge. And I actually got okay with it. I think I did it for 10 days. Why the first week of ranked reset? Because it's the hardest. If you're actually playing ranked during that and you've dropped down from legendary, it's quite a sweat fest. But it actually taught, restricting myself like this, forced me to deal with some HUD issues, just a bunch of things. It actually improved me as a player, and I got the confidence to use sniping and ranked. I still don't today, where I'm at several months on. I try to avoid them. It's not my desired play style. It's not the thing that brings me joy. But if I could run around and snipe and stuff and just kill people like other people kill me, then that would probably be fun. At the same time, while I was doing that challenge, I did another one simultaneously with Battle Royale, which was to reach Legendary without intentionally killing anyone, which that was a big challenge as well. And I did it, so sweet. 1v1 with Dusk. yeah, it was not a bad thing to do at all. And then this is Clan Wars starting out. Just some of the things, stupid things that the devs had us doing.
The doors were shut, the barricades up, but then you drove on up to the gate.
Yep, just throw shit at a wall. I had my thumb sleeves there, so there's a great video I did about when I got them. It's this one here. This is one of my favorite videos of the year. 300 views.
My name is HissingThoughts, and for years I've been afflicted by an embarrassing condition. At first, I didn't even know I had a problem until my friends made me aware.
It's actually a fun video, but basically it was about how the sound of my fingers made fart noises on the glass because of where the microphone is in relation to my device, and getting the finger sleeves helped. I can't play without finger sleeves now, actually. SXE.gg, use code HISS for 10% off at checkout. Okay, we're halfway through the year. What was happening off screen? There was a lot of stuff to deal with in the modding side of things, modding family side of things. Mistakes were made there, lessons were learned, but that was not a good time, and that was when Motec was away, basically. But I did the best I could there to just support and keep things going. I genuinely did the best I could. But yeah, just a reflection. It's interesting in the space of a year, the amount of people that sort of pass through your life where you have a connection for a bit and then they're not there anymore. And I've learned, this is a bit sad to say, but not to try and help people, basically. Not to go out of your way to, just because you think you can help someone, to help. Only help if someone asks for it, because it is not appreciated when shit happens. It's some craziness. But yeah, there were a lot of just great games with people that are really not around anymore. But it was good times. It's kind of what gaming is, right? It's a short-lived thing, ephemeral. I think you'd call it the lifespan of a game, and just in general. But just reflect on the number of people, how long you've been playing, and the people you knew at the start, and whether they're still around. Some of them are, for sure. Man, if you've even been lucky to actually meet any in real life, respect. But the majority just pass on through because they get bored or whatever. So just enjoy people while they're in your life is my advice there. This was cool, first time playing on Indian servers. So there's a content creator, Viking, who's also a moderator for Jokester. It's well known in the Indian community.
Yeah, boy.
Hello.
So
hello.
This was kind of a proof of...
Okay, yeah.
Me and Viking hung out. We played some Legendary Ranked, but he's friends with Carnage. Those two are grinding leaderboard all the time. At the time, Carnage might still be number one. I haven't checked the leaderboard. But that dude, hung out with him this night. He was number one, and then he got false reported, and his account was banned the next morning when I woke up. And then he got it back, and then the silliness got banned a few times. COD, he's not a hacker, otherwise he wouldn't have been put back. But it's just that's a flaw of the COD mobile ban system. It's automated, and the manual review process is incredibly slow, unless you happen to be a pro player like Carnage, or pro content creator in the COD mobile partnership program. In which case, but still, just even a day's ban kills the leaderboard momentum when you're up against like the Papa Tacos and stuff of the world. But that was fun. It was sort of proof of concept to. Jokester basically did it after this, so it was just to pave the way and see. However, I think the ping for me to India was better than it was to North America, so meant the ping was extremely high for Jokester when he did it. But this is Far Cry 2. So I've had this goal for some years actually to just play all the Far Cries for my gaming channel. The very first video I put out was a Far Cry 4, and I'd actually recorded this Far Cry 2 footage like several months, like the year previously, and just finally got around to doing it. But this set the way for starting to stream the rest of the Far Cries 3, Blood Dragon 3, 4, 5, and I'm currently doing 5.5, and Far Cry 6 is coming. That's the new game. It's a lot of fun. I love this stuff, so that's part of what I do at night. That's not COD Mobile related, but it's trying to find, by interacting in these non-multiplayer games, can I still make it entertaining and find a story to tell? That's kind of why I started this silliness in the first place. Okay, yeah, a lot of S&D. That's probably what I was best at one stage. Yep, starting to do Clan Wars stuff for Jokester's Clan Supreme Extreme Carnage, where I'm a Vice Master. You can see the views. They're not spectacular. There's the odd blip. Oh, and then I started playing the COD Mobile Modern Warfare series, just trying to find the origin stories for some of the characters we have in COD Mobile, which a lot of people don't actually know about. That's actually, I've still got a lot of footage to go through, and because they brought out General Shepard, this was a good little thing. And then I did a shotgun challenge for a week. That was hard, actually. Fortunately, the R90, even though it looked like a crap shotgun to start with, I managed to make it work quite well. I started doing PUBG nights every Monday night. It's on break at the moment because of the holidays. And that's just to stay in touch with people there. I only play PUBG if it's with friends, so they need to be available. I do not play that game solo, even though I did a lot when I was first starting out. Trying to get good at the game, I would do a lot of solo squads and stuff like that. But I'm at the point in my gaming career where I am not interested in grinding anymore. In fact, this probably leads nicely on to what we're talking about now. I only have so much time to dedicate. So I have to be increasingly really smart about the content I put out and making sure that at no point does it actually feel like I'm grinding for something in the game unless it's really important. I should just be able to just play. So ranked, I'm not interested in reaching legendary in ranked anymore. I'll just play. Now, the disadvantage of not being a higher ranked is sometimes you lose opportunities to play with people like Jokester, for example, if he's legendary. But I just don't have the time to put into it, and there's other things I want to do, and there's other things outside of gaming that I want to do as well. So it's just trying to find that balance. And I mean, health is important as well, making sure you get enough sleep, all of that sort of thing. That with the craziness of this 2 years of COVID has sort of disrupted everyone's lives and the ability to plan, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, just it's a pause for reflection there and what I'm doing and making sure it's of value and that it counts. And while I'm here, just a little shout out to the big homie. This has been the year of Jokester for me. It's pretty clear there. It's pretty clear how I wound up in that circle and where things are at now. Now Jokester is, as of last I heard, in hospital. He's inflicted with COVID. The last update I heard was he's improving and is expecting to return home soon. So that's awesome. So yeah, just a pause to ask everyone to keep some positive thoughts for him. This is the game we're playing at the moment. it's the COVID game. And man, it's had a massive impact on our lives. In gaming, a lot more people playing games, I guess, because you're at home. Depending on how things go with this Omicron, I will be back in the office way more full time, which will impact my ability to do anything with gaming. When I get home from work, I'm often exhausted, and so definitely don't want to play ranked or anything like that. But it will reduce the amount of time. So when I talk about time, that factors into it. But who knows? It's the first day of the new year. I do want to take a moment to say thank you for all those that have supported. Knowing my YouTube analytics, most people won't have made it to this point. the engagement on my videos is actually pretty short. We're talking no more than 3 minutes. So anything you do longer is a bit wasted. But that's a common attention span thing for YouTube, not just me. But I want to say thank you to those that have been there from the start, and those that have even just through to picked up recently. I value the friendships that I've made. I value those that come and hang out, like in the Far Cry streams where it's not necessarily your thing. But that means a lot as well. Otherwise, I'm just playing games by myself, which I'll still do regardless. It's just a great way to chill. Stay safe, stay healthy out there, and yeah, just remember, games meant to be fun. Might be different if you're getting paid a living wage to play these games, like a pro player. That's none of us. Let's be honest here. Even the pro players that we have in our scene don't get paid enough to be considered a normal living wage. So wherever possible, if you're feeling tilted or you're just down on the community or whatever, you think a game's dying, just keep in mind that these things are meant to be fun. So if it's not, either make it fun or find something else to do. And where possible, make some friends, even if it's only for a short time. Just enjoy that. Games are more fun when you play them with others. Yep. Alrighty. That was quite the year in review, wasn't it? Alrighty. Chit chat.